Good evening. I would like to call to order the January 8th, 2019 Belton City Council regular meeting. If we could have the Pledge of Allegiance, Councilman Trutzel.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Andrea, roll call, please.
Mayor Davis, Councilman Savage, Councilman Lathrop,
Here.
Councilman Van Winkle,
Here.
Councilman Trutzel,
Here.
Councilman McPherson, Councilman Finn,
Here.
Councilwoman Davidson,
Here.
Councilwoman Peak.
Here. Consent agenda. One motion, non-debatable, to approve the recommendations noted. Any member of the council may ask for an item to be taken from the consent agenda for discussion and separate action.
Present.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion passes. Personal appearances. We do not have any. Ordinances. A, motion approving both readings of Bill Number 2019-01.
An ordinance authorizing the taxable industry revenue bonds NP Southview Industrial Building 1 LLC project, Series 2019, related to an industrial development project in the city and authorizing the city to enter into certain agreements and take certain other actions.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion passes.
Move for second reading. Second.
Motion and a second for a second reading. Any discussion? Seeing none. A, motion approving second reading of Bill Number 2019-01.
Do we have an all in favor
Oh,
for
sorry.
the second reading?
Second reading. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you.
Oh, now, we have a second for a second reading. A, motion approving second reading of Bill Number 2019-01.
An ordinance authorizing the taxable industrial revenue bonds NP Southview Industrial Building 1 LLC project, Series 2019, related to an industrial development project in the city, and authorizing the city to enter into certain agreements and take certain other actions.
Present. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none. Oh, I'm sorry. Councilman Trutzel.
I'd just like to reiterate that this is, bonds are not city, they're city approved, but the city is not responsible for any repayment if necessary, just for the record.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Andrea, roll call, please.
Councilwoman Davidson,
Aye.
Councilman Finn,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Peak,
Aye.
Councilman Van Winkle,
Aye.
Councilman Trutzel,
Aye.
Councilman Lathrop.
Aye.
Resolutions. A, motion approving Resolution R 2019-07.
A resolution approving the on-call professional services agreement with Stantec Consulting Services Incorporated to provide automated pavement collection services for approximately 265 lane miles of streets throughout the city.
Present.
We have a motion and a second. Discussion. Seeing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion passes. B, motion approving Resolution R 2019-08.
A resolution approving task agreement number 2019-1 with Stantec Consulting Services Incorporated to provide automated pavement collection services for approximately 265 lane miles of streets throughout the city in the amount of $85,000.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? That motion passes. City Council Liaison Reports. Councilwoman Davidson.
I have two from the Parks Department. There are two events coming up in the next couple of weekends. The first one, looking for a fun way to kick off the new year. Here's a great way to explore your artistic side and have fun with friends. Join us for Canvas and Cocktails Wednesday, January 23rd from 6:30 to 9 p.m. at Memorial Station for a paint party. Cost is $25. Paint, brushes, easels, canvas, snacks and instructions are provided. We'll leave the fun to you. And wine will be available for $5 a glass. You can register at 348-7400 or stop by the front counter. Space is limited. The second is don't miss the first Kids Night Out of the new year. We're going to party like it's 2019 at High Blue Wellness on Saturday, January 12th. It runs from 5:30 to 10 p.m. and promises to be another fun-filled night of games, swimming, crafts, and more. Kids Night Out is for kids 5 through 12 years old, and don't miss your chance to save at $5 if you register by Friday, January 11th. The cost is $20 for first family member, and $15 for each additional family member. Cost at the door is $25 for the first family member and $20 for each additional family member. We hope to see you there. Just call 348-7400 extension 0 or stop by High Blue Wellness to register.
Thank you. Councilman Trutchell? No.
I have a question there.
Sure.
Did you say January the 12th?
Yes,
At what time?
5:30 to 10 p.m.
Because I thought that was the same time that Emergency Management had their meeting.
This is at High Blue, not Memorial Station.
Oh, I'm sorry. Blew my mind there for a minute when we had two going on at the same time.
Thank you. Mayor's communications. Mayor Davis did not give me any information to pass out, so we'll move to City Manager's report. Sheila?
Just wanted to go over the meeting schedule that is listed here. We will have a special meeting on January 15th. That will begin at 6 p.m. The only ordinance that is going to be on that agenda right now that is planned is to ask if the council would like to ask the voters if they would like to do GO bonds for street and stormwater. There also, I think, is going to be a public appearance, and other than that, it's a very light agenda. And then, of course, January 22nd, there's a work session and regular meeting scheduled, February 12th and February 25th, all starting at 6 p.m.
Councilman Lathrop?
I have one question. Why are we doing everything at 6 p.m.?
Because they will be, we will start with a work session that will begin at 6 p.m. And then when that work session is complete, we will start the regular meeting. That way, whatever we're talking about, that will be on the agenda later in the evening. You'll have an opportunity to get all your questions answered and get information to all your questions.
Yeah, but I meant, couldn't we start at 6:30 and do the same thing? It pushes me to get here at 6 o'clock.
I will talk to Alexa about that when she comes back, but I think
I know we discussed this before, and you said if the work session got over early, we'd have to wait till 7 o'clock to have the meeting.
we will not.
No.
We will not be waiting until we
Okay.
will start the.
That will help a little bit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Does anyone else have a big problem with it starting at 6 o'clock? Okay.
Tom does, but you saw it happen.
Okay. All right. I will talk to Alexa about it when she gets back.
Okay. That was just a thought.
Sure.
Is that all, Sheila? Okay. Do we have any other business?
Move to adjourn?
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? This meeting is adjourned.
Record time. Congratulations.
You're gonna have to do this more often.